Yes. Hi everyone. Good evening. I hope I'm audible and visible to everyone. First of all, warm welcome to all the students. And आज का जो session है, this session would be about, as the topic is very clear, हम बात करेंगे about measuring instrument. और measuring instrument में we'll be talking about vernier caliper, screw gauge. हम सीखेंगे कि vernier caliper. Okay, so we'll be seeing कि vernier caliper क्या है, micrometer screw gauge क्या है. We'll learn how to calculate the least count और साथ ही साथ हम ये भी देखेंगे how to find the measurement, the reading using these two devices. तो ये है आज का जो target and I'm pretty confident within the given time we are going to have some quality study. मीनवाइल आपके कोई डाउट्स या इंटरेक्शन है तो आप चैट बॉक्स को यूज कर सकते हैं. दैट इज कंप्लीटली ओपन टू यू. एंड लेट मी टेल यू ब्रीफली वेयर इज दिस क्लास ब्रॉडकास्टेड फ्रॉम. We are Aakash Edu TV, a unit of Aakash Educational, and you would find our study in Airtel DTH, channel number 476 463. So channel number 478 or 463 पे you will find us. One is for NEET 478 and 463 would be for JEE and Foundation. You would find every sort of courses there, the short term, medium term, long term, everything. So that was a quick review. So let me begin. Yes, Mithun, I'll be going with English and Hindi as well, little bit of mixture, but I will ensure that you will not find any trouble in understanding. All right. So hello everyone. Let us see. Acoustic stringent, missed you. Thank you very much. Even I too. चलिए, let's start. Okay, शुरू करते हैं. The first thing I would like to tell you is vernier caliper and screw gauge both are very important for NEET examination as well as JEE main. Now, before I start, the first thing I would like to tell you is ये जो devices है हमारे पास, right? So this particular device, this is called as the vernier caliper. I think short form में चल जाएगा. And this is called as the screw gauge. मुझे लगता है, at least by name, you are very clear to this. One is vernier caliper, other is screw gauge. Now, the first thing I would like to know is what is the use of these devices? ये जो vernier caliper है और screw gauge है, what is the function and what is the use? क्या measure करता है? Does it measure current? Does it measure voltage? What does it measure? What does it measure? Okay, so it measures length. All right. So ये जो devices हैं, these will be measuring the length. Now, another particular thing is that, okay, so another particular thing is that length measure करने के लिए already हमारे पास बहुत सारे devices हैं. And one of the common device that we use is called as a scale, जो generally आप geometry में use करते हैं, isn't it? Yes, so I'm getting lots of options. That's great. Jishant will be talking about this. Please don't worry. Okay, so vernier caliper और screw gauge का जो काम है, as I said, that this measures the length. और length measure करने के लिए हमारे पास already एक device है, एक regular scale जो आप pencil box में use करते हैं, geometry में use करते हैं, the one that you use to measure the length. Now the second question is, already हमारे पास length measuring device है, like the regular scale. Then what is the use, या why some more new device like vernier caliper and screw gauge? The question is, जब हमारे पास length measure करने के already device है, we have it, then why do we go for vernier caliper and screw gauge? And the answer is, vernier caliper and screw gauge measures the length, but this length measured by vernier caliper and screw gauge has a very less least count. That is the main advantage, and that is the main reason why do we use vernier caliper and screw gauge. सबसे important चीज ध्यान देना, during a measurement, smaller value of least count हमेशा एक advantage होता है. जितना कम least count हो उतना better है. अब normally क्या होता है, we in India, we are very fancied with big things. We require big house, we require big car, we require big farm. But इसी लॉजिक को कह के ये मत कहना कि we require bigger least count. In fact, we always require smaller value of least count. Least count की वैल्यू जितना कम हो, let me repeat it again, least count की वैल्यू जितना कम हो, उतना ही precise will be the measurement. Okay? Like for example, आपके पास अगर एक सेंटीमीटर स्केल है, तो ये स्केल आपको मिनिमम सेंटीमीटर तक का मेजरमेंट दे देता है. But if you go for a millimeter scale, then the second one, the millimeter scale, will give you the reading up to millimeter. और obvious ही बात है, अगर कोई स्केल आपको मिलीमीटर की रीडिंग दे देता है, so it's always better than that of centimeter scale. And guess what? ये जो वर्नियर कैलिपर और स्क्रू गेज है, आज अभी आपको पता चलेगा शॉर्टली, कि their least count is lesser than millimeter. And this is the reason why industrial application या laboratory application में vernier caliper and screw gauge is very, very frequently used. Chaliye, I gave you a little bit of introduction. As I said, vernier caliper or screw gauge, they are used to measure the length. And the advantage of using vernier caliper and screw gauge is the value of least count is very, very less. और एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज मैं आपको बता दूं, ये जो स्क्रू गेज है, मेनी टाइम्स हम इसे माइक्रोमीटर स्क्रू गेज भी कहते हैं. वी ऑल्सो कॉल इट एज माइक्रोमीटर स्क्रू गेज. और इसका रीजन इज, ये जो डिवाइस है, द स्क्रू गेज, इसका जो लीस्ट काउंट है, लेट मी राइट इट बाय LC, comes in the range of micrometer. Unbelievable. तो ये जो डिवाइस है, इसको आप कम मत आंकिए. Please don't take it very lightly. This small arrangement of screw gauge gives a least count of micrometer in the range. Okay? So let's try to understand. Let's go step by step. पहले understand करते the vernier caliper. Okay. Here I have the vernier caliper. All right. Now, let us try to understand. ये जो device है, ये जो arrangement है, this is called as vernier caliper. Now, let me explain about the working of the device. उसके बाद जाके हम देखेंगे how to measure the least count, how to make the measurement. आप देखिए, सबसे पहली बात, vernier scale में you have a scale which is called as main scale. And this main scale is fixed. ये जो white strip है, that is the main scale, simply like a ruler जो आप geometry में use करते हैं. There is another scale, and that scale is called as the vernier scale. And this yellow one, जहां पर pointer है, this is the vernier scale. And remember, जो vernier scale है, that is slidable. It can slide. In other words, ये जो vernier scale को आप right या left as per the requirement slide कर सकते हैं. And one thing remember, main scale एक चीज है, vernier scale दूसरी चीज है, while vernier caliper is something different. In fact, the combination of main scale and vernier scale is called as vernier caliper. Let me repeat it again. The combination of main scale and vernier scale, that is called as the vernier caliper. और आप देखिए, there are jaws, the external jaws, और आप देख सकते हैं this and this, they are the external jaws, and the external jaws help to keep the object, to secure the object. इस object को tightly ये दो jaws के बीच में fix कर सकते हैं. अब जो NEET aspirant है, you know what is the jaw, like the mandibles and everything, all those things. और जो JEE aspirant है, jaw. बस आप इतना ही समझिए. There is also another thing which is called as the internal jaw. और आप देख सकते हैं, internal jaw right here, it is used to measure द इंटरनल डायमीटर ऑफ अ सिलेंडर। मतलब एक एप्लीकेशन है, ऐसा नहीं है कि ओनली फॉर दिस, जहां जहां रिक्वायरमेंट है। सो द मेन पॉइंट इज both internal jaws and external jaws will help to give the measurement. So this was a brief idea about the devices. Now let's try to go. Hi Mohini. Okay. So I just saw it because I was very much engaged in this. So not a problem. All right. Okay. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's go to the next thing. And that is something like this. वर्नियर कैलिपर का लीस्ट काउंट कैसे कैलकुलेट किया जाता है? हाउ डू वी कैलकुलेट द लीस्ट काउंट ऑफ अ वर्नियर कैलिपर? नाउ सी वेरी केयरफुली, whenever you have to calculate the least count of a vernier caliper, सबसे पहला काम, the first job that you need to do is that push the vernier scale ताकि the jaw of the main and the jaw of the vernier will be in contact. Remember this thing, जब भी आपको least count measure करना है, push it so that the main jaw and the vernier jaw will be in contact. And at that time, what you need to say is that zero of the main, let me change the color here, आप ध्यान से देखिए, zero of the main and zero of the vernier, ये दोनों एक ही लाइन पे coincide होंगे. The zero of the main and zero of the vernier will be coinciding at the same point. Now the next question is, what if the zero of main and zero of vernier don't coincide? In that case, the vernier caliper is faulty. The vernier caliper has certain amount of error. And we will not be talking about that device. हमारे पास जो vernier caliper है, that is perfectly fine. That does not have any error. All right? तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are trying to measure the least count of the device. Now, another thing that you need to understand, अब we are slowly going into the concept. ये ध्यान देना, least count of main scale. I think you understand the short form. That's very fairly understandable. So main scale का least count है, that is slightly greater than the least count of the vernier scale. In fact, ये vernier caliper का design feature है. Let me repeat it again. This is the design feature of vernier caliper. The least count of main scale is slightly greater than least count of vernier scale. ये जान के रखा जाता है. As I said, it's a design feature. जैसे, for example, main scale, if it is 1 millimeter, example के लिए vernier scale you could find it as something like this. या तो हो सकता है 0.9 millimeter हो, या तो 0.8 millimeter, something like this. These are just for example. And this is a very, very important thing. दूसरी बात आपने ये अंडरस्टैंड करना है, अब बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट, द लीस्ट काउंट, ओके, द लीस्ट काउंट ऑफ वर्नियर कैलिपर. लेट मी राइट इट इन शॉर्ट फॉर्म. ओके, द लीस्ट काउंट ऑफ वर्नियर कैलिपर, जिसे लॉट मेनी टाइम्स वर्नियर कांस्टेंट भी कहा जाता है. द लीस्ट काउंट ऑफ वर्नियर कैलिपर बाय डेफिनेशन इज 1 MSD. Now this is not Mahendra Singh Dhoni. This is main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. Now this is a very, very important formula. The least count of vernier caliper, और यकीन मानिए इसी concept के basis में you find plenty of questions. 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. जैसे कि if the least count of main scale is 1 millimeter, and if the least count of vernier scale is 0.9 millimeter, the least count of the vernier caliper, not vernier scale, will be 0.1 millimeter. और एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज मैं आपको दिखा दूं, आप जरा ध्यान से फिगर पे देखिए, the zero of vernier and zero of main is coinciding. Basically, यही जो given arrangement है, I have made it here. ये जो scale यहां जो बन रहा है, this has been shown right here. अब बहुत ध्यान से देखना आप, you require to be a bit careful. आप देखिए first division of vernier, first division of main से slightly पीछे है, और ये error के कारण से नहीं बल्कि इस डिवाइस की जो मेकिंग है the design feature of the device is such. और कारण यहां पर है, the least count of main is slightly greater than that of vernier. अब आप second division पे अगर जाएंगे, you would see the second division of vernier and second division of main जो lag है वो और बढ़ता जा रहा है. And the reason is very obvious, because for every step the lag keeps on increasing. और एक टाइम ऐसे आ जाता है when आप देखिए this of vernier division is exactly matching with this of main. जैसे कि यहां देखेंगे the 10th division of vernier is exactly matching with the 9th division of main. And that has to happen because lag बढ़ता जाएगा, like first vernier scale or first main scale, there's a little bit of lag. Second vernier and second main, the lag further increases. एक time आ जाता है जहां the vernier and the main would be again coinciding. So this is that fact. और इसी के basis में now let us see a numerical जिसमें we'll see how to calculate the least count of vernier caliper. Let's try to see. चलिए, let's try to see. Okay, there is a question I could see here. Sandhya says, how did they ask question in this scale? बिल्कुल based on formula, exactly based on formula, and बहुत easy questions होते हैं Sandhya. You can easily solve those. Okay. All right. Next, now let's see. Hariom Chabra says, how many lectures done of this chapter? This is the first one. What is vernier caliper? Salman Sheikh. It's a device used to measure. We are in the case. Okay, stringent. If they don't coincide, then how to remove error? We will not be talking about that. Aaj ke discussion mein, we will just be doing about the devices without any error. Now, let me come to this point. देखिए ध्यान से, the vernier scale of a caliper is divided into 30 divisions, यानी 30 divisions vernier caliper है जो coincide करता है 29 main scale division के साथ. That has to happen. That's a design feature. Each main scale is 0.3 millimeter, and we got to calculate the least count of the instrument. आइए देखते हैं. As per the formula, the least count is 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. That is the formula. 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. अब जरा ध्यान से देखिए, ये डेटा को अगर मैं यहां लिखूं, it says 30 vernier scale division is equals to 29 main scale division. That has been given, and this will be helpful for us to calculate it here. तो ये बन जाएगा 1 main scale division minus unitary method लगा दीजिए 29 by 30 main scale division. सीधी सी बात है, अगर 30 VSD is equal to 29 MSD, 1 VSD will be 29 by 30 MSD, and this comes out to be 1 by 30 MSD. All right? और अब क्या करना है? It has been given that main scale division is 0.3 millimeter. So ये बन जाएगा 0.3 millimeter divided by 30, and that comes out to be 0.01 millimeter. So that is the least count of vernier caliper. Okay. All right. So Swinjan, we have already started. आपको 2 या 3 दिन में you would see the classes coming from Aakash Edu TV. So please don't worry. All right. So यहाँ पर you could see the vernier caliper, the least count, that comes out to be 0.01 millimeter. और इसी तरह के questions आते हैं. यकीन मानिए, look at the past year examination for NEET and JEE main. आपको ऐसे questions मिलेंगे. Straightforward, you would get a marks. तो अब हमने सीख लिया how to calculate the least count of vernier caliper. अब आगे हम देखेंगे that how to find the reading by using a vernier caliper. Let us try to see. Reading लेने के लिए here is this thing. आप देखिए, अभी जो arrangement है, ये जो vernier caliper, it is used to measure the diameter of this sphere. हालांकि the sphere that is used to measure, those are very small spheres. But यहाँ पर, just for fun, I took a football. But ठीक है, for indication purpose, this device is now ready to measure the diameter of the football here. और इस समय ये जो scale है, it has been shown in this manner. क्योंकि यहां पर देखने में थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आती है, सो आई जस्ट एनलार्ज इट। और एक और चीज मैं एडिशनली दे दूं, गिवन, ऑलराइट, let us say it has been given that 1 MSD is 1 millimeter, that has been given, and least count of vernier caliper, let us say that is 0.1 millimeter. अब आप देखिए, to calculate this is never a problem because the previous numerical that we did was based on this particular fact. So we have done it, all right? तो अब देखते हैं how do we go for the reading. The same scale has been enlarged here. जब भी आपको वर्नियर कैलिपर से रीडिंग लेनी है, the first thing you would be doing is concentrate where is zero of main scale. That is the first thing you need to do. और जीरो ऑफ वर्नियर स्केल कहां पर है? इट इज आफ्टर 11th डिवीजन ऑफ द मेन स्केल. लेट मी रिपीट इट अगेन. रीडिंग कैसे ली जाती है? जस्ट चेक वेयर इज द जीरो ऑफ वर्नियर. दैट इज आफ्टर 11th डिवीजन ऑफ द मेन. तो यहां पर रीडिंग, लेट मी राइट इट एज आर, दैट विल बी 11 MSD. 11 कैसे आ गए? यहां से अगर आप गिनती करेंगे, यहां आते आते 10, and this is 11. And why did we go to 11? Let me repeat again, because zero of vernier is after 11. And the next thing that you need to do is look at that vernier division, उस vernier division को देखें which matches with the main. या तो examiner will give you in writing that ये vernier division matches with the main, या फिगर में क्लियरली आपको मिलेगा. जैसे इस गिवन फिगर में देखिए, आई हैव केप्ट इट इन अ बॉक्स, और एक साथ साथ में आई हैव आल्सो गिवन एन एरो. यानी इट्स वेरी क्लियर कौन सी वर्नियर डिवीजन है. देखिए, दिस इज 5th वर्नियर डिवीजन, देन कम्स 6th, देन कम्स 7th. तो आप ध्यान से देखिए, द 7th वर्नियर डिवीजन इज मैचिंग विथ मेन. बहुत आसान है. क्या करना है? लुक एट द जीरो ऑफ वर्नियर, इट इज आफ्टर 11th मेन स्केल, and look at that vernier division which is matching with the main, and in our case it is 7. So plus 7 multiplied by least count. इस तरह से हम इस ऑब्जेक्ट का डायमीटर कैलकुलेट करते, which in our case is the reading. चलिए फटाफट वैल्यू डालते. 11 MSD means 11 millimeter plus least count has been 0.1 millimeter, तो ये बन जाएगा 0.7 millimeter. In other words, the reading is going to be 11.7 millimeter. इस तरह से we have successfully calculated the diameter of this given object. All right. Okay, now let's see vernier caliper के बारे में we have understood. हमने देखा how to calculate the least count of vernier caliper. हमने ये भी देखा how to calculate the reading. And trust me guys, this is one of the very, very important questions. Now let's go to the next device, and that is the micrometer screw gauge. And I've just given the figure of micrometer screw gauge. And in case of micrometer screw gauge, there are two scales. One is the main scale, all right? And the next is the circular scale. ध्यान से इस डिवाइस की वर्किंग को अंडरस्टैंड करें. लाइक इन वर्नियर कैलिपर वी हैड द मेन स्केल एंड वर्नियर स्केल. इन स्क्रू गेज, द माइक्रोमीटर स्क्रू गेज, वी हैव द मेन स्केल एंड सर्कुलर स्केल. ऑलराइट, उसके बाद, ऑलराइट, सो सुचिता, प्लीज रिपीट. Okay, there is one question there. जिसमें let me see. Okay, so let me go for a quick revision. Yes, Suchita, please see. In fact, एक और आया था कि next line is also matching. ध्यान से देखेंगे, it will not be matching. और don't worry about that. Examiner या तो इस तरह का जो symbol बना के दिखा देगा that it is matching, या clearly लिख देगा which vernier reading is matching. So let me repeat it again. बहुत ध्यान से देखना. It's quite simple. आपने क्या करना है? All you need to do is that पहले ध्यान से देखिए which okay, let's see carefully. Just you need to see carefully that the zero of vernier. Okay, where's the pen? Look, the wait a minute. Okay, आप देखिए. The zero of Vernier is after 11th main scale. ये ध्यान से देखना. Suchita, this is for you. The zero of Vernier is after 11th main scale. So 11th main scale division. And the 7th Vernier division is matching with the main scale. So that will be 7 multiplied by least count, and that is all. So quite simple. There's nothing to worry about that. Okay? Practice karen, you will get that. So I was coming to the point of micrometer screw gauge. Micrometer screw gauge के case में what we'll see is something like this. ध्यान से देखिए. There's one main scale, there's a circular scale. Now, ये जो सर्कुलर स्केल है इट कैन बी रोटेटेड. पहले डिवाइस की वर्किंग को अंडरस्टैंड करें. फॉर एग्जांपल, अगर ये सर्कुलर स्केल को मैं ऐसे रोटेट करूं, इफ आई रोटेट इन दिस वे, राइट हैंड स्क्रू लगा दीजिए. या इफ यू हैवंट यूज्ड द राइट हैंड स्क्रू, हाउ यू ओपन एंड क्लोज द कैप ऑफ अ बॉटल, द आइडिया इज दैट जब हम इसको ऐसे रोटेट करेंगे, आप देखेंगे ये जो रॉड है दैट विल स्टार्ट गोइंग टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट. यानी it starts getting tightened. Okay, it gets tightened जब हम इसको ऐसे रोटेट करेंगे. Quite easy. And what about the reverse of that? If I rotate in this manner, अगर मैं इसको ऐसे रोटेट करूं, then this would get open and it goes in this manner. So it's very easy. और यहां पर जिस ऑब्जेक्ट के डायमीटर हमें मेजर करना है, let's say this is the sphere whose diameter I want to measure, उसको tightly यहां पर फिट कर दें. और एक चीज देखिए, when I revolve or when I rotate this circular scale, after one revolution it travels a certain distance. जैसे हम बॉटल के ढक्कन खोलते हैं, how we open the cap of a bottle, after you rotate in one revolution it travels a certain distance, और उस डिस्टेंस को हम क्या कहते हैं? पिच. सो लेट मी रिपीट, व्हाट इज पिच? पिच इज द फॉरवर्ड डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इन वन रेवोल्यूशन. चाहे इधर ट्रैवल्ड हो या इधर ट्रैवल्ड हो, दैट डिपेंड्स वेदर यू आर मेकिंग इट लूज और यू आर टाइटनिंग इट. तो पिच का मतलब है वन फॉरवर्ड डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड इन वन रेवोल्यूशन. So it can be anything. It could be 1 millimeter. It could be 0.5 millimeter. That is the meaning of pitch. All right. So this given data will help us to calculate the least count of micrometer screw gauge. आइए देखते हैं. So how do we calculate the least count of a micrometer screw gauge? And it is very simple but very important. And this is the least count of a micrometer screw gauge is pitch. और पिच क्या था? The distance traveled in one revolution divided by the number of circular scale division. ये जो circular scale है इसमें divisions होंगे. हो सकता है 50, हो सकता है 100, हो सकता है 25, anything. That number of circular scale division से आप divide करेंगे and that will be the least count of screw gauge. जैसे for example, let me go. मान लेते pitch is 1 millimeter. And what is pitch? Let me repeat it again. The distance traveled in one revolution. Okay? Divided by, मान लेते the number of circular scale division is 100, suppose. So the least count comes out to be 0.01 millimeter. So this is how you calculate the least count of a screw gauge. और एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज आपको बता दूं, ये वैल्यू है comes to be 10 micrometer. That is the reason why ये जो डिवाइस है that is called as the micrometer screw gauge. क्लास के बिगिनिंग में I had talked about this thing कि ये जो डिवाइस है इसका least count micrometer के रेंज में आता है. And right here you could see here. Trust me guys, you will certainly see lots and lots of questions based on calculating the least count, or easy marks, बहुत straightforward. You should not miss it. The whole purpose of talking about micrometer screw gauge and vernier caliper is majority of students इस चीज को छोड़ देते. So just to give you that attention because it is very much important. अब एक काम करते हैं, the final thing, let's see how the reading is done. मान लेते हैं, the same example, the same football that we had used in Vernier caliper, but this is a toy football, okay, small football, miniature one. इसका diameter हमें measure करना है. We want to measure the diameter of this particular football. Or when the football is tightly fitted, you know, there is a certain reading here, और उसी को enlarged view में यहां दिखाया गया है. So you need to now focus on this particular thing. और ध्यान से देखिए, it says what? We got to calculate the reading of micrometer screw gauge. Let's see. The first thing that you need to do is, ध्यान से देखिए, ये जो circular scale है, it is after 6th main scale division. Similar to Vernier caliper. So reading आ जाएगा R, that is equals to 6 main scale division. You get my point? The circular scale is after 6th main scale division. And after that, what you need to do is that now you have to be very, very careful. आप ध्यान से देखिए, this division of screw gauge is matching with the main. Main line यहाँ है, जिसे reference line भी कहा जाता है. और कौन सी division match कर रहा है? It is the 41st division. 40 के बाद you could see it here. So you would get plus 41. Why 41? Because the 41st circular scale is matching with the reference line multiplied by the least count. That's how you go for the reading. आप जब इसे करते हैं, please draw similarity with Vernier caliper. Vernier caliper में से reading कैसे ली जाती है? Exactly in the same manner the reading from screw gauge is taken. Or right here, अगर main scale division 1 millimeter हो, so this is going to be 6 millimeter plus the least count has been given as 0.01 millimeter. So this comes out to be 0.41 millimeter. And that reading comes out to be 6.41 millimeter. इस तरह से we find the reading of a micrometer screw gauge. चलिए, पायुषी कुमारी, R is not the least count of screw gauge stringent. R is the reading. Okay, I just went in a shorter manner. Payushi Kumari, let me just repeat it. Let me repeat it. देखिए ध्यान से, दिया गया है screw gauge का least count 0.01 millimeter और हमें reading निकालनी है, right? तो क्या करेंगे? सबसे पहले देखिए कौन सा main scale division दिखाई दे रहा है. That is the 6th main scale division which is seen. तो सबसे पहला काम ये करेंगे. Look at which main scale division is visible. उसके बाद the second thing is, बहुत carefully आप करना है, 41st circular scale division, आप देखिए यहाँ arrow से मैंने दिखाया है, is matching with the main line. तो इसलिए 41 multiplied by least count. Quite simple, but very rewarding, and I'm quite happy that you have asked it. I think Kaveri, your question would also be resolved, and thank you very much, Gurpreet Singh. Thank you for your kind words. लेकिन practice जरूर कीजिएगा. The more you practice, the better would it be there. I think, okay, Gurpreet, thank you very much. Simran Verma, will the number of CST be given? Yes, it would be given. बिल्कुल दिया जाता है. Please do not worry. So there is a dial at the end of screw gauge. Also, what's function of that? Stringent. The dial of this is to rotate this device. इसको rotate करने के लिए, this is rotated with the help of this dial. So I think that's perfectly clear. Asim, where are you all guys from? We are from Aakash Edu TV. So we are from there. Okay. Do you really want to know our habitat? All right. Vikas Kumar, I don't have Airtel DTS. लगा लो भैया. मतलब और भी चीजें मिलेंगे. सबसे ज्यादा जो है, you'll get Aakash Edu TV. Yes, Jayant Naik, will this whole syllabus be taught? Yes, we will be doing this sort of session. Anil, hello. Okay. And Bhumika, thank you very much. All right. बाकी जो है, I think I've all covered. तो आज का जो session था, that was about 2 measuring devices. लेकिन 2 measuring devices से भी important चीज ये है, these are the favorite question spot of NEET and JEE main. हमने क्या क्या सीखा है? We learned what are those devices, how to calculate the least count, और साथ ही साथ में we also learned how to calculate the least count and the reading. So let's not delay further. This is all from my side. आगे इसी तरह के sessions आपको जरूर मिलेंगे. So 10 p.m. will be our prime time. Thank you for watching. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye bye. And